Oh my God, guys, it's time for Diddy to have his last supper. Whatever his favorite meal is, seafood, steak, vegetarian, we are just learning that Diddy and his legal team have officially been put on notice. Criminal charges are imminent for Diddy. And no, guys, I'm not talking about this civil case by somebody named English that was brought against Diddy today. I am not talking about Cassie's civil case. I'm not talking about little Rodney Jones' civil case. I'm not talking about the 1,000,001 civil cases against Diddy right now. I'm talking about criminal charges that are imminent. Any second from now, Diddy is going to be formally charged, okay? We learn that federal authorities in the Southern District of New York City have officially notified Diddy's legal team that he is a subject of an ongoing criminal investigation. We, the public, are just learning that. But when did this official and formal notification go to Diddy and his legal team? Weeks ago. Now this explains why Diddy's top law firm dropped him. As you guys know, there was all this noise that Lady Gaga is the reason why his law firm dropped Diddy. And we heard the response from that law firm. They said, it had nothing to do with Lady Gaga. There were so many factors that went into us dropping Diddy and them realizing that there is no way they could successfully defend Diddy. Why? After the federal authorities formally notified them of what they were looking at, that Diddy was a subject in an ongoing criminal investigation, they sat down as partners and executives in that law firm. They assessed and looked at the evidence the feds have, and they came to the conclusion that there was no way they could beat the case. There was no way they could successfully defend Diddy. So they dropped him. They had represented Diddy for over 20 years. They have such a good relationship, client relationship with Diddy. One of the top lawyers, I think Grabman, even used to attend Diddy's white parties at the Hampton. That's how close they were. But remember, he has to save his company, his partners, and his reputation. After them getting that formal notification, the evidence was too much to beat. So they walked away. They dropped Diddy. It had absolutely nothing to do with Gaga. Now, maybe Gaga said something, but the decision was not based on Gaga threatening them that if you don't drop Diddy, I'm going to walk away. Now, Gaga is a powerhouse, but believe me, Gaga is not as powerful as that law firm. They represent a lot of A-list celebrities. They represent Madonna, U2, Drake, The Weeknd, Snoop Dogg. The list goes on and on and on. And we're specifically talking about A-list powerful celebrities. So did Lady Gaga say something? Maybe. But did they really drop Diddy because of Lady Gaga? Absolutely not. They dropped him because of this official notification that came from the feds, Southern District of New York. Anytime now, Diddy is going to be formally charged. Criminal charges. Not the civil case from Cassie, not from Rodney Jones, not from this civil case that everybody is talking about today. This is bigger than all of those civil cases combined, because this will send Diddy to prison for life. Now, I'm not happy that Diddy was dropped by his law firm. But looking at what we've just learned, I understand why. I mean, they don't want their law firm to be attached to losing, especially losing such a big case. You might lose other clients. You might not even get other potential clients because you lost such a big case. They want to be known as the law firm that is always winning. Okay. And them looking at what they saw from the feds after they received what the feds were looking at, they knew we are going to lose this. This guy is guilty. They feel from their actions, they didn't say it to anybody, they didn't say it to me, but their actions dropping Diddy lets us know that even they believe Diddy's going to lose, that Diddy is guilty, or that the evidence is just way too much for them to beat, even with their experience and their expertise and the power they have from the money and the connections they have, who they know in the government, in the court system. All of those things combined still could not beat the mounting evidence the federal authorities have against Diddy. Once again, anytime soon, Diddy is going to be formally charged, okay? This notification that went to Diddy's team weeks ago is a crucial step in the legal process, suggesting that the investigation has progressed to a point where Sean Combs is now formally considered a subject, not of a civil case, okay, of a criminal case. And there's so many components to those criminal charges. It's not like one criminal charge. It's a mountain of charges that are going to bury and suffocate Diddy. This is why I say Diddy's going to be gone for a long time. And it makes sense why he's selling his house. He needs the money right now, okay? Diddy seriously needs the money. When we talk about people's net worth, their money is tied in their assets. They don't have that cash that we often think. I just made a video talking about Wendy Williams having cash of $55 million in a bank. That is unheard of when it comes to people who have a lot of money. Their money is tied in their assets that are not cash, right? Cash is an asset, of course, but liquid assets. That's why Diddy is trying to convert his physical assets into liquid assets quickly. He wants them to be cash so he can get the representation he needs. I think Diddy deserves due process, right? I think he's guilty, but that doesn't change the fact that in this country, the United States, he is entitled to due process and he needs representation that he can afford. I'm just afraid for Diddy right now that the top lawyers, the good lawyers, do not want to touch Diddy. If they look at what the feds have against him, it's unwinnable at this point. So Diddy is only left, if lucky, B-rated, B-class lawyers, but he's probably going to get C or D-class lawyers. He's probably going to end up with ambulance chasing lawyers, the ones who will take your money. It doesn't matter what the case is. They're just willing to make money from anything. Anyway, guys, that's the new developments. Let's talk about this. He was officially notified. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Until the next one. Bye, guys.